Can you and I enhance our emotional and physical well-being by combining EFT with a medically researched and validated mantra meditation method known as the Relaxation Response? Indeed we can. You're going to learn exactly how to combine EFT with this research-validated method in this episode of EFT Tapping Junction. Stephen Carter here, your host for the EFT Tapping Junction show. I thank you for joining me. Who is this show for? If you use EFT, thought field therapy, or other meridian-based tapping methods to help yourself or help others, this show is for you. By way of brief introduction, I've helped thousands of people over more than 4 decades create happier, healthier, and more successful lives using an array of holistic methods. I hold trainer and practitioner certifications in an array of methods to include, of course, emotional freedom techniques, or EFT, thought field therapy, neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, meditation, and an array of other methods. For more information about my background and resources available to you, visit our website at stressreliefradio.com. We have 2 items to share in this episode. One is why EFT and meditation are truly better together, and the second is an opportunity for you to participate in a free online self-paced study assessing what effects EFT may have on vision improvement. Let's begin with our exploration of combining EFT and meditation by looking at meditation research that began in the 1960s and 1970s. After we take a brief look at that research, I will share with you a step-by-step meditation method that arose from some of that research, a method that can be easily incorporated with EFT. You and I will then look at ways to combine EFT and meditation, and we'll explore the benefits of that combination. As you're likely aware, meditation has a long history throughout the world as part of religious and secular practices that are part of Hindu, Buddhist, and Christian traditions, along with other religions and other practices. Beginning in the 1960s, meditation began to be studied by academic institutions to include Harvard, Princeton, and an array of other universities. Early research focused on mantra methods, specifically a method known as Transcendental Meditation, or TM. Many research studies in recent decades have also focused on mindfulness, or mindful meditation, and breath-based meditation practices. Both mantra and mindfulness methods do share some things in common, but one key difference is where the meditator places his or her attention. With mantra meditation, your focus is a sound such as the Sanskrit sound of Om, and that is often mispronounced as Om. But the sound is Om, and chanted it sounds like Om, Om, Om. In 1975, Harvard professor and cardiologist Herbert Benson, M.D., published The Relaxation Response. That book has sold more than 6 million copies, and it continues to be a popular resource for helping people use meditation to reduce stress and create emotional and physical well-being. Benson's work has been a gateway for millions of people to learn a simple, easy-to-apply, and highly effective mantra or sound-based meditation method. Dr. Benson named the effects of his mantra-based method the Relaxation Response, a term he coined that describes the physical and emotional effects that come from his meditation method. In the Relaxation Response, Dr. Benson suggested meditators use the word one as their focus object or meditation mantra sound. The word mantra comes from Sanskrit, which is an ancient Indo-European language of India. A mantra is a sound, word, or phrase that is repeated by someone who is praying or who is meditating. My guess is Dr. Benson suggested people use one, as in one, as their focus object, as a way to decouple his meditation method from any association with Hindu or Buddhist practices. Dr. Benson's continuing research on the various methods and effects of meditation led to the publication of Beyond the Relaxation Response several years after the Relaxation Response was published. In this book, Benson acknowledged the fact that when a meditator chooses a mantra that has religious or spiritual meaning, the positive health and emotional benefits far exceed what a meditator would experience by using a standard mantra word, sound, or phrase. Benson named this finding the faith factor, the faith factor. While the relaxation response focuses on calming the physical body and quieting the mind, incorporating religious or spiritual beliefs adds a deeper dimension of emotional and spiritual peace. This holistic approach promotes not just physical relaxation, but it also promotes inner tranquility, and it promotes a sense of connection to something larger than ourselves. Let's look at Chapter 7 of Benson's Beyond the Relaxation Response to identify his 8 steps for combining emotional and spiritual beliefs with physical relaxation. You're going to find an Amazon link for this book in this episode's show notes. The title of Chapter 7 is The Fundamentals of the Faith Factor: How to Combine the Relaxation Response with Your Personal Beliefs. Step 1, pick a brief phrase or word that reflects your basic belief system. By choosing a word or phrase that has a deep personal meaning, you'll be engaging your belief system along with engaging the parasympathetic side, that is to say, the calming and relaxation side of your fight or flight system. What word or phrase should you use? Choose a word or phrase that has deep religious or spiritual relevance for you. Here are a few suggestions. If you're a Christian, one choice could be, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Or you might choose, Our Father who art in heaven. Or you could choose the next line of the Lord's Prayer, Hallowed be thy name. If you're Catholic, you might choose, Hail Mary, full of grace. Another option, a line from the Apostles' Creed, I believe in the Holy Spirit. As a Protestant, you might choose, The Lord is my shepherd. Another option, words from Psalm 100, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, or you could choose any quote from the New Testament. If you're Jewish or Christian, you might choose Shalom. Shalom is the Hebrew word for peace. Again, as a Jewish or Christian meditator, you might choose any passage from the Old Testament, any passage that offers special meaning to you. If you're Muslim, you might choose Allah or Allah Akbar. As a Hindu, you might choose Thou art everywhere, or Thou art without form. If you're a practicing Buddhist, you might choose Life is a journey, or I surrender indifferently. If you're an atheist, agnostic, or you're spiritual but not religious, you might choose a phrase such as, I am one with all that is. Or you could simply use the original focus word suggested by Benson in his first book, that word being one. After choosing your focus word or phrase, we move to step 2. Step 2, choose a comfortable position. This can be seated in an upright position, both feet on the floor with good posture. Avoid a military-type rigidity, but you do not want to slouch. A good position will have your ears over shoulders, your shoulders over hips, and your feet comfortably placed on the floor. If you're comfortable with the lotus or half lotus position, that is, of course, an option as well. If you are new to meditation, I suggest avoiding a prone position. When you are laying out flat, it is oh so easy to simply fall off to sleep after just a few minutes of meditation. Step 3, close your eyes. Avoid any tension. Gently close your eyes and relax the area around your eyes. Step 4, relax your muscles using progressive muscle relaxation. Benson suggests beginning with your feet and working upward through all of the major muscle groups. Step 5, become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your breathing, and then begin using your faith-rooted focus word. Become aware of your breathing, and then begin using your faith-rooted focus word. Your in and out breathing will be natural. It will be gentle and easy. Breathe in through your nasal passages for 4 or 5 seconds. And with your out-breath, give voice to your selected focus word or phrase. If it's possible, speak out loud gently on the exhalation. If your social situation does not allow you to voice your chosen word or phrase out loud, repeat the word or phrase in mind as you exhale. Step 6, maintain a passive attitude. During your meditation session, maintain a passive attitude. Be an observer to whatever emerges in awareness. Be an observer to whatever emerges in awareness without judgment. You're simply noticing whatever comes into your awareness. If thoughts intrude, and they most likely will, simply notice those thoughts passively and then return to your breath and focus word or your focus phrase. Step 7, continue for a set period of time. Any amount of time is beneficial, but do try to aim for a session length of 10 to 20 minutes. You're going to likely find using a timer on your watch, on your phone, or an external timer relieves the tendency to break your meditation experience to check the time. And finally, for step 8, practice the technique twice daily. Practice the technique twice daily. At the conclusion of each meditation session, allow yourself to gently return to normal awareness, feeling relaxed, renewed, and ready to proceed with the rest of your day. To summarize these 8 steps, they are: Step 1, pick a brief phrase or word that reflects your basic belief system. Step 2, choose a comfortable position. Step 3, close your eyes. Gently close your eyes and relax the area around your eyes. Step 4, relax your muscles using progressive muscle relaxation. Step 5, become aware of your breathing, and then begin using your faith-rooted focus word. Step 6, maintain a passive attitude. Be an observer to whatever emerges in awareness without judgment. Be an observer to whatever emerges in awareness without judgment. Step 7, continue for a set period of time. Any amount of time can be beneficial, but if possible, choose to meditate for at least 10 to a maximum of 20 minutes. And finally, step 8, practice the technique twice daily. I will have these 8 steps listed in the show notes. This is Steve Carter, your host, and I am interrupting the original recording because I think it's important to add a couple of additional information items that I did not add in the original recording. One question that has come up frequently as I teach meditation to clients is, what am I supposed to experience during meditation? The answer is whatever you experience is exactly what was needed during your meditation session. Every session will be unique in some way. There is no objective or goal for any given meditation session other than to allow whatever happens to be as it is. There is no bad meditation session. Allow yourself to simply observe what is without judgment or desire that a given session offers some predetermined experience. A second item relates to the repetition of your selected focus word or phrase. As you go deeper into a meditative session, you may notice the perceived sound level of your repeated mantra in mind grows more quiet and may even reach a point where there's no perceived internal mantra sound at all. You may, and the emphasis here is may, you may notice a sense of profound, peaceful quiet that may be followed by the presence of what seems to be a blissful internal light. If you notice one or more of these experiences, simply notice them as a detached observer. If you don't notice either one, or you don't notice anything other than the rhythm of your breath and focus meditation mantra, that is perfectly fine. Enter and continue each meditation session with zero expectations about any specific experience or outcome. Over time, you're going to likely notice small and then larger changes in your sense of well-being. Like many runners who run for the pure joy of running, I encourage you to meditate for the pure joy of meditation. Let's now explore 3 ways you and I can combine this form of meditation with EFT. First, prior to beginning a formal meditation, do at least one round of EFT with a setup statement such as, I choose to release any and all stress and tension in my body and be present to what is. I choose to release any and all stress and tension in my body and be present to what is. Begin by tapping the karate chop point and give voice to your setup statement, and then continue tapping through the other points with a reminder phrase such as letting go and savoring this moment. Letting go and savoring this moment. After one or two rounds of EFT, begin your relaxation response meditation session. It's highly probable that you would not need to do the progressive muscle relaxation after doing one round of EFT, but check in with your body, and if there are any remaining areas of tension or stress, go ahead and use the progressive muscle relaxation as part of your meditation process. A second way to incorporate EFT with meditation is to address your subconscious mind prior to the meditation session and voice an invitation to your subconscious, such as I meditate, I invite you, my subconscious mind, to bring into awareness any belief, memory, or desire that can benefit from one or more sessions of EFT. As I meditate, I invite you, my subconscious mind, to bring into awareness any belief, memory, or desire that can benefit from one or more sessions of EFT. Repeat this invitation with sincerity 2 or 3 more times, and then enter into your meditation session. At the conclusion of your session, sit quietly with present moment awareness. Sit quietly for about a minute. If your subconscious brings into conscious awareness one or more belief, memory, or desire, you can choose to go ahead and proceed with an EFT session for that belief, memory, or desire. If you are short on time or there is some other reason that you can't apply tapping to what your subconscious mind brought into awareness, write down that belief, memory, or desire. Write it down, thank your subconscious, and then return to that issue as soon as possible and apply EFT or take whatever other action is appropriate. If after waiting for a minute or so and nothing comes into awareness, again, thank your subconscious for its marvelous work and then proceed with your day. A third way to combine EFT with meditation is to tap in a positive energy form during or immediately after your meditation session. I'll have a link to 2 episodes of EFT Tapping Junction where I guide you through how to apply positive EFT energy forms and why tapping in positive emotions is so beneficial. Those 2 episode titles are Positive EFT for Sky High Confidence and Positive EFT for Sunshine Energy. The links to both of those episodes will be in the show notes. Let's now turn our attention to a study being conducted by Dr. Peta Stapleton, a psychology professor at Bond University in Australia. Here is, in part, a description of that study. From Bond, B-O-N-D, Bond University, Faculty of Society and Design, Emotional Freedom Techniques for Vision Impairment, Investigators, Peta Stapleton, Chief Investigator, School of Psychology, Bond University, Australia, Ethical Code, PS 00212, Registration Form. To quote from the form, "This research is being conducted to investigate the impact of a stress reduction intervention for vision impairment and psychological issues, e.g. anxiety, Dr. Peta Stapleton is leading the study in her role within the Faculty, Society and Design Bond University in Australia. If you suffer vision impairment and wish to participate in an 8-week self-paced treatment program for free, you will be sent an online link for the pre-questionnaire survey. This survey may take 60 minutes to complete. Access to the program will be via a web page, and any handouts or resources, they're going to be shared. You can do the intervention at any time during the week, and you can repeat these as much as you like. There will be an online group to ask questions during the trial as well, and this form goes on with additional information to include the criteria for participation. This trial is going to begin in early February of 2024, and there's a place for you to enter your name, your email address, and there's additional information to get you started if you choose to participate in this program. I'll have the link to this registration form. I'll have that link in the show notes. Peta Stapleton is one of the leading EFT researchers in the world. She is very much pro-EFT, but she is also a consummate scientific researcher. If you would like to participate, I encourage you to do that, and of course, if you meet the study criteria. You and I have covered a lot of information in this episode. If you have questions about anything I've shared, please email me with those questions, or for any reason. I love to hear from listeners. Email me at cartermethod@gmail.com, cartermethod@gmail.com. If you know someone who you believe could benefit from the information you and I have shared in this episode, check with them to see if they would like to listen to this episode. Please recall we have nearly 50 episodes covering many ways of applying EFT for self-care and to help others. You'll find links to all of our episodes for EFT Tapping Junction and links for other shows as well by visiting our website at stressreliefradio.com, stressreliefradio.com. Until our next visit together, your host here, Steve Carter, wishing for you and your loved ones blessings in abundance.